old at this point. But Niall falling on his face. Can I say that? Genuinely, it was unscripted. It's probably so old, some of you guys might not even see it, but it's like from 10 years ago, but it was unscripted, and you can hear him literally go, you can hear us wait and realize, but hey, it's so perfect. It's not staged, it's like perfect for that, probably.
His head is still dented from it.
Yeah. His head used to be, he was like Stewie jumping on the bed. Like season 2 joke, I don't think everybody knows what I mean. Anyways, so that was you, so this might be
The last question.
Maybe the last one, we'll see.
Can I just say one more thing about Adam?
Yes, please.
He looked like, his eyes were so red, he looked like Captain Howdy from The Exorcist. Like, anyway, go on.
His eyes were the color of the top of his bag.
Yeah.
That gives you an idea. Why do you guys just give me a little bit of chit chat here? Like elevator music while I just click.
Uso Lubata.
Yeah, do some stuff.
Are you looking for one? You want that one?
Come on, Lyle.
Thanks, man. From Candy.
Candy?
Nice name. This one is from me. So, during episodes where you were editing, were there any particular moment from Chris and company that either made you laugh really hard or you were astounded with how stupid it was? There's definitely been a few instances that you will never see and probably will never be identified where they definitely like ran in circles for like 100 hours. But like when you edit things, you'll catch the point where they like say exactly what the thing that they need is. But this is just shit that happens when you're like half paying attention to something and trying to be funny, you know? So there's definitely that. There was one weird meta point where I was like kind of really fucking tired and they made some joke where it's like, hey Lyle, how you doing? And I was like, what the I think I made an edit out of it or something, but it genuinely like hit me at such a point where I'm like, because I have this reoccurring nightmare where I do a bunch of work and then I wake up and that work isn't done anymore. So it like flagged that for me. I'm like, oh, fuck you, it's one of these.
You almost pushed me to fucking psychosis. Imagine you had to get locked up in a nice padded cell just because of our little gag here. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get you next time. We'll get you next time, Lyle.
We will.
So I think this is a good final question here. And this applies to all of us. This is from, I don't believe you, Worm from More Modesty. I don't believe that. But we'll go with it. And he says, for any aspiring animators or voice actors,
Yes!
that's a lot of people, yes sir, would you recommend working indie or mainstream? If indie community companies know so we cannot. Thank you very much. I look forward just asking if we know any places that are hiring for work. But basically, what's our advice? Do you recommend going mainstream or indie? And what's the advice there? What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I don't know that mainstream is necessarily.
Or let's say indie stream versus indie.
Well, I mean, if the person's asking for real advice, they're probably just getting started. And in that case, just like do voiceover for people that are like at your level, I guess. You know, like the people around you, if they're doing cool stuff, like they don't need to be like big. You know, they'll catch wind or they'll do things. So like, don't try to just go after like these. You know, don't beg people like us to, oh, can we be like a voice in your thing? Like, do voices with your friends and try to get your friends out there. And you know, like my stuff that I did with Zach, thing I can bring up that you probably don't want people.
I love all those genuinely.
Yeah, like I mean, that was just that. Like, he wasn't smiling friend Zach at that point. He was just my buddy that was doing cool stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'll do voices for you. You know.
Well, it's like make your own opportunities. Like, yeah, when we were starting off, we wanted to be in the big guys stuff, and it was like, make your own stuff and make your own opportunities, and people will then want to be part of your thing.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest advice I can say to make it really in the entertainment industry is just try to do cool shit yourself, and then people will take notice of you doing that and either want to be in your stuff or want you to be in their stuff.
Yeah, try to surround yourself with people who you find to be good, and then you will learn.
That said, if you just got an option right out the gate, if like Mr. Disney is like, hey, do you want to be Mickey Mouse? Yeah,
Everyone, take it up.
I got
Say yes. You might want to say
this
yes.
time machine that can make me Mickey Mouse in the 40s.
And I think that's kind of the issue with both as well. Sorry, you were just joking. I fucking ruined the bit, but it's good. Sorry.
I was just circling back to your bit. So
Well, basically, it was just you can if you want to try to go get the industry jobs, I would say you can do both. Don't have all your eggs in one basket, as they say, right? Like, so do your own indie stuff, create your own stuff, create your own opportunities. Do a podcast, do a fucking story time thing, whatever your thing is. Do that and keep doing it with your friends while you try to get whatever you think like your dream job would be. You can do both. So.
Good answer. Yeah. All right. So we have to wrap it up. What are we doing now?
All right, attendees. So we'll do the signings row by row. If you're ready to explore the hall, you are free to go. If you're staying for the signings, stay seated and we'll call up your row. And be sure to line up on your left.
Thank you guys for coming. Seriously, thank you.
Hey, can I take a picture?
Everyone, throw your hands up. Yeah.